Hey, biking pandas, Peter from Panda here. Hey, bought myself this night ProVision USB rechargeable headlight, and it's for, obviously, biking. A lot of you may have lights on the front of your bike, and I have one. Kind of looks like just a regular plastic flashlight. So I wanted to just check this one out because it seemed more like a off-roading high beam LED light bar like you'd see on a Jeep or something than a bicycle headlight. So I thought I would just get it and give it a shot and see if this casts more light. Now, some of the things that I can tell you right off the bat is that it's uniquely shaped and it's not super big. You can see here my sausage finger on it. You know, it's kind of that size, but what's different is instead of having, the round standard flashlight type of style, this is broad and wide. So presumably, you can take this mount, wrap it around your front handlebar. This is nice rubber. Should be easy to stretch and create a secure, rattle-free connection. And then it looks like you slide this sucker into it here. There we go. And then it locks into place. There is a button on top here, and looks like a little piece of foam. Put it on here to protect the plastic from rubbing on your bar, so that's kind of nice. And then a micro USB cable. So if I hit the button, which is rubberized and has pretty good resistance, so I don't think you're going to turn it on accidentally. And the whole light bar comes on, and it's kind of looks like the back of the Millennium Falcon. And this thing is pretty stinking bright. Okay, so in terms of the modes that I can see, it has one to turn it on, and it has these little tiny LEDs all the way across that create kind of the effect of it being pretty uniform. If you hit it again, it goes to a brighter beam, and then on the third one, it goes to a very bright beam. I mean, I'm going to show you this outside, but it's pretty intense, or I'm purposely not trying to look directly at it. And then you can cycle through them. To turn it off is you hold it down like that, kind of flashes to its max brightness and then dims all the way down. So pretty cool, and I think it would be a really cool light headlight for your bike that is kind of a narrow, broad profile. Should cast the light wider, but on top of that, these LEDs seem to be really powerful and should keep you safe. So I'm gonna be biking with it, and we'll tell you more about it. USB back here. Okay guys, so I'm outside with the headlight here, and I'm not on a bike because it's winter, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. As you can see, kind of bright. It has a little bit of these corner clear pieces, so you get a little bit of casted light to the sides too, but the big throw is from the big broad light. Now this is the lowest setting, and what I've noticed here is that it produces a pretty nice wide beam, but it's kind of a soft light, so it's good for maybe a lot of ambient light, or if it's really dark and you have clear roads. On the second setting, it definitely does get brighter and kind of throws a pretty nice beam. The cool thing is, right below me, there is a pretty distinct beam pattern here, or a border light, so you get really everything from directly in front of you out past 10, 15, 20 feet lit up. Now the faster you're going, the further out you're going to want that beam. So on the third setting here is where it's pretty bright. Again, most of that brightness is cast right in front of you, but depending on where you angle the light switch up or down, you're going to throw that beam further and further out. So I have no problem seeing pretty far out. I think this would be a great alternative to those standard torch type of headlights, but to be honest, I might put this one on next to my torch style headlight on my bike, because sometimes you're going to want that really narrow pencil beam being thrown far out versus just seeing kind of close to you. But this is really kind of casts a nice wide beam so that you can see the big footprint out in front of you. And then to turn it off, you just hold down the button and it goes bright and then turns off. So Peter von Panda for the bike headlight out.